Hi friends, today we're going to make a shaker and a dance ribbon that you can use for some musical activities at home. Here are the things you'll need. You'll need some kind of container. This is just a plastic container with a lid, a glue stick, some rice or beans or anything else to be the shaker inside, some markers, crayons, some scissors, these are grown-up scissors, and some paper. First, take the container with the lid off, and then get a marker, crayon, or pencil, and mark where the container stops on the paper. Then wrap the paper around the container and make another mark where the paper meets itself. That way we'll know exactly how big the paper needs to be to wrap around our container. Then using the scissors, cut the paper out where you made the marks. These are grown-up scissors. You might want to use scissors that are safer for younger people, or get a grown-up to help you cut the paper. Make sure you cut the lines as straight as possible. Then we're going to decorate the piece of paper that we cut out. You can draw whatever you want on mine. I'm going to make a big purple swirl and then maybe some red lines coming out of the swirl. And some green dots in between the lines. Like I said, you can make whatever design you want on your paper to decorate your shaker. Then I'm going to flip the paper over and use my glue stick to put glue all over the back. I'm being careful not to get glue on my table. You might want to put some scrap paper down first, just to make sure there's not glue on the table. And you want to cover as much of the back as you can with the glue. Then wrap the paper around your container and make sure it's in a straight line so that it doesn't curve and stick up over the edge of your container. And then once it's wrapped around, you can press it down, especially along the seams, to make sure that it's nice and tight on your container. Then you can put the rice or whatever you're using for the shaker sounds inside your container. I'm just going to put a little hole in the bag so the rice doesn't go everywhere. This is another part that you might want to get a grown-up to help you with. And once it's all inside, put the lid on tight. Even though the lid is on tight, we want to make sure it doesn't fall off so that the rice stays safe inside. So I'm going to put some tape around the top. The first piece will overlap the container and the lid, and then I'll press it down onto the lid to make sure it's nice and firm. Then I'm going to add another piece of tape overlapping that one, just to make double sure that the lid doesn't come off, because all that rice would make a big mess. Then, just so my shaker looks the same at the top and bottom, I'm going to put another piece of tape around the bottom. You don't really need this one, it just makes the shaker look symmetrical. Then you can hear how it shakes. Once you've made your shaker, you can play your favorite music and shake along. You also heard me mention a dance ribbon. Before I started making my shaker, my container looked like this. If you want to make a dance ribbon and you don't have a regular ribbon or a scarf at home that you can have a grown-up start to peel the top of your container and then pull carefully so so that you get a spiral. And if you do it very carefully, you will end up with a ribbon that's very long that you can wave around while you're dancing along with your favorite music. I hope you have fun shaking and dancing along, and stop by again soon for some more musical crafts and activities.